Hello, my friends. I truly cannot believe that I'm saying this, but it's December. Can't believe that, but it's December and we have Star Wars. My brain fully has not even grasped this. I'm still honestly in a little bit of a state of denial. Is that because I have spent the majority of the past 2 years denying this show's existence until I got the slightest morsel, the slightest crumb of a teaser or trailer or any sort of photographic poster evidence that this was a thing? Yes, if you have been here for a long hot minute, I am finally happy to eat my words, because for the longest time, until we got a trailer, until we knew any smidgen of information about this show, they drew it out for so long. This show, I think it was just because it was such an enigma to me. I'm also the type of person to get a little bit salty whenever they release trailers exclusively at Star Wars Celebration and then don't share them with the rest of the general public, the rest of us who couldn't be there. So that's why I was a little bit in denial, but I'm eating my words, y'all. So the fact that we're finishing off this year with some more Star Wars, it's December, first December in who knows how long since we've had Star Wars content during this time of year. It's just, oh, it feels so right. But also maybe it's because I've been thinking today is Tuesday because they moved up the premiere. We're getting the first 2 episodes today. It's a Monday. That never happens. All week I have just been discombobulated, and it's only Monday. It's been a week and it's only Monday, but here we go. It's freaking Skeleton Crew time, y'all. Welcome back. Star Wars is back and we've got some Skeleton Crew. Finally, we can finally get a grasp on what this show is beyond just Jude Law chaperoning a bunch of children in space, but open-minded, obviously. I'm trying not to subscribe too much to any of the kind of hints that have been teased a little bit in the trailers and whatnot, but from what I could garner, and one thing I'm going to stick to is I'm watching Jude Law's character, y'all. I know that there's something fishy going on with him in all of this, and I think he's leading these kids on. I know the premise I think that they are under is that he is a Jedi who's there to help them out of this very sticky situation that they've landed in, obviously, but I am questioning his motives and his moral compass in all of this and what he could possibly gain from partnering up with these children who have no idea what the frick they're doing in the galaxy. I don't know, but I'm just, of course, as always, so excited for new characters, new lens through the galaxy. I think we're gonna get, obviously, the more childlike, youthful, innocent perspective on things, but also from just the family unit of, I know we got a sneak peek of it in the trailers and whatnot, but we're seeing a little bit more of Star Wars suburbia, you know, what the galaxy is like for people who aren't necessarily in the thick of it, you know, with the Jedi rocking with the Force or being members of the rebellion or the Empire. You know, we're seeing kind of what normalcy is like for kids in the galaxy who obviously clearly have big ambitions, I think, and that's what lines them up in this whole fiasco that I think is going to ensue as they accidentally charter this. I think this ship that they are going to stumble upon is something from the Republic era, and I think it already has some pre-chartered coordinates. I'm not sure. We're gonna freaking find out, but I'm just so excited, and we have the first 2 episodes, so I'm going to sit down, shut up, and finally, I can't believe it, we're gonna watch Skeleton Crew. I can't believe I'm logging into Disney Plus right now to watch new Star Wars. Like, my brain is not computing all of this, but here we go. Oh, frick. Episode 1. This could be a real adventure. Kids from an ordinary planet discover a surprising secret, and it's 50 minutes, y'all. Holy shnikes. Okay, well, I'm so freaking stoked. So let's get in. Oh hey, title crawl. Since the fall of the Empire, the New Republic has maintained order. Barely, as we've seen in Mandalorian. They are fragile. And yet remote hyperspace routes are increasingly plagued by piracy. These pirates boldly brand their armored hulls as a sign to all ships. Surrender or die. Okay. Coming out of the gate, swinging. Ow! Got crunched. Well, RIP to the front lines right there. Really? Oh, hello. Okay, what? Oh, look at all these aliens, y'all. Dang, it's a hard knock life out here if you get freaking raided by pirates. There he is! Who the frick is this?
Captain Sable, the ship is yours. Excellent work, Brutus. Excellent. Take me to the vault. Open the vault.
We have no credit shipment. We are protected by New Republic decree.
I don't want the vault.
This is not the opening sequence I was expecting, but okay. Ooh. Fake out. Oh my god! Brutus, this thing is...
Good men's lives lost for a single measly credit.
Prediction, that's Jude Law under the mask.
Hit me then.
Oh! I love that character design, oh my god. Well, that was certainly a way to start off and juxtapose with a kids show. Wasn't expecting that.
No!
Win, you're gonna be late for school. Can't find my pass card. Are you playing with it again? Hey, could you please not leave your
Blue
toys
gray
out
milk.
all over the house? You keep stepping on them. Here. So I'm not gonna be around much. That is your lunch money for the week. Don't be late for school.
Like, in my opinion, to me, this is very exciting to see, just like how normal people live. Neil, there he is!
You should not have come here.
Stop. Stop it right now. Of course, the arm getting cut off.
My guts! They're everywhere!
What are you guys even doing?
That was a pain in the trunk.
These kids are old enough to drive? Look at all these aliens.
We take into account the fungibility of multiple currencies from any ledger. And now, class,
Is he drawing a
it is time
Jedi?
for a special visitor.
Good afternoon, children. My name is Undersecretary Farah. Tomorrow's career assessment test. In a way, this one test will set the course of your entire future. You'll become part of our planet Aden's contribution to the great work, keeping the Republic peaceful.
Tell the Undersecretary how you would like to contribute to the great work.
You.
I want to really help people, you know? Like, if there's danger or something.
That's what safety droids are for.
Remember, we all have a place in the great work.
Okay, so these kids will literally get their future career assignment at age 10?
Don't you ever want to do anything exciting? Like what?
I'm shocked that these kids are old enough to operate this. Are there driver's licenses in the Star Wars universe? The way that Wynn was admiring them, though, I imagine these are like the cool, rebellious kids.
Alright, well, just don't stay up too late studying, okay? You're gonna do great tomorrow!
Aww. I guess it's just him and his dad, and it seems like his dad works quite a lot, so it's really just him all by his lonesome a lot, I guess.
Gotta get a new power converter.
Hey, Wastoids.
We can still race.
Be there this weekend, if your mommy lets you. Bye, losers.
Who cares about racing Bunch Alpha? What else fun is there to do on this planet? See you tomorrow.
All these houses are freaking nice, y'all.
Hello, friend.
Is that you? Oh, hey, Mom. I was just
Oh my god, her mom's the...
Yes.
You got your spot back. Head of the class. Just be sure not to let it slip again. I worry because there's not a place for everyone at the top.
That adds up. The rebellious kid's parent is the superintendent. He just loves lore. Oh, It's just so cool to see the admiration for the Jedi through like a childlike lens, obviously way past their time. No!
You can make it! I'm gonna take a shortcut!
Oh, that cut was actually hilarious. Okay, so I guess this is normal. All these kids can operate street bikes. Endor vibes, y'all. Hello. What the heck? Oh, oh, oh. Oh, oh. Oh god, I thought that was a lot deeper canyon than it was. I was like, how freaking far is he about to fall? Phew, it's not as bad as I thought it was gonna be. Me trying to wall jump in Jedi Fallen Order when I can't before I've unlocked that skill. Ooh. Ew. Why is it slimy?
Student, you are in
Oh.
violation of school attendance protocols.
They come and find you if you're absent? They literally come track you down if you don't show up?
What are you in for?
I missed my assessment.
I saw your bike. It's totally wizard.
Wizard!
Oh, Proctor, I found something buried in the woods. I think it's a lost Jedi temple like this.
A Jedi. Whim. Now there's a 50-point penalty. You have to get every answer right just to pass.
Every answer.
I hate this concept of the freaking aptitude tests that you take at
Jedi
this
temple
age
out in
that
the woods?
dictate the rest of your freaking life.
You said you found a Jedi temple out in the woods. I better go home. Like my dad said. So...
Huh? What am I watching? Also, look at these little baby Neils. Oh my god. Shout out to the character design. Oh my god. I want one. I want one.
Oh my goodness! Lim, you missed the whole test. What happened? Does your dad still got all those tools?
Like, this shot specifically gives me such Stand By Me vibes.
Oh, I know. Jedi 2, checking in. Read you loud and clear. Copy that.
Oh my god, and their code names are Jedi. Stop.
Ready? Yeah. 3, 2. I thought you had me. Your bones are too heavy. There it is. It's probably just buried junk. Someone's been here.
Trespassers, state your names. Answer or you'll be brought reporting and have a crush on at school.
Sorry, Fern made me say. Oops, hang on. You. Me. Then I call Clemsies now. Clemsies! Plastics. They called Clemsies. It checks out. And now I call No Boys. This is ours! It's not a Jedi temple. Yeah, it is. No, it's not. Well, you guys do look pretty strong now.
Yeah, way stronger than you.
We're not strong enough to take the rest of it out.
We can?
Yeah! But if we open it, then we get to go in and look. Deal.
When we get inside, we really tell Flamesy, because they only clean the outside.
That's genius. No, but I bet there's an old power converter in there. Wait, did you guys hear that? Hear what?
Whim!
Is that your dad? Shh. You're gonna be in so much trouble.
No, not when he sees that I'm right.
What
Skeleton crew, alright. Ooh, that actually looks pretty haunted though.
It's just a droid. A dead droid.
I didn't know dead droids looked so cursed.
Do not touch that. Well, I'm not gonna pull it. Well, you almost did.
I think there's something inside.
Oh, that stinks.
The door won't open without power. And don't touch anything. This is so great. Yeah, it's exciting. We're exploring.
Oh, this is so pure.
Neil, you're going with the girls?
I just want to go home.
He reminds me of the little hypochondriac germaphobe from It who just never wanted to be there. That's one way to do it. I mean, obviously we know that the ship takes off, but my biggest curiosity is, does it already have some pre-charted coordinates?
Jedi 1 to Jedi 2.
I have something amazing.
Don't touch it.
Sir, power's up. We can open the hatch, get out, and get back home.
Okay.
Oh. Oh, hello. Oh. Yeah, that thing's gotta friggin' lift through years of dirt and rock piled up. Yeah, what do you really do here? Sorry, Dad. Dang, so he sees the whole thing. Yeah, not much you can do there.
Set the barrier! We're gonna not do the barrier!
Oh god, they have no idea what they're doing. I mean, obviously this thing definitely has some pre-established coordinates wherever it's heading. Oh. Or?
They're stars. I didn't know there'd be so many.
Oh god. Yeah, I guess they have no idea what hyperspace is. Is that the ending? Oh my god. Oh, what a way to end it. Oh my god. The terror. Yeah, I guess they literally have never seen... Yeah, if you're these kids who've never left their home planet, they have absolutely no clue. That's a really interesting concept, that they have absolutely no grasp. Like, I don't know, when you think of Star Wars, you think of space travel. Everybody's planet hopping all the time. But I guess for these kids, you know, I'm trying to think, I guess I'm comparing them against kids that we already know that exist in the Star Wars universe, but what comes to mind are the younglings, you know, who are training with Jedi, who are constantly going out on missions and whatnot, so they are pretty well versed in the galaxy. You know, for example, Omega from the Bad Batch, she was hopping all around all over the place, very well traveled as well. But yeah, I guess if you're one of these kids who's never... I mean, I guess it's the same as like Luke Skywalker. He had never left his home planet. So that checks out, actually, that they have zero clue what the frick they're even looking at. But this is so, I think my jaws and cheeks hurt from smiling so much. I knew that this show was going to be wholesome and different in that way. And I would say, yes, the one thing that I expected from this show was that it was going to have a completely and totally different vibe. That was the only thing I was willing to bank on going in, because it obviously is through the lens. It's framed through, you know, the childlike. I guess they're like pre-teens. They're not necessarily children. They're probably honestly similar age to Ahsoka when we meet her, but they're still such a youthful, you know, their outlook on the galaxy and whatnot, and the humor and just their interactions and, you know, the ambitions for, you know, Wim. Like, it's so endearing how fascinated he is with learning about the Jedi. And you think about, like, yeah, for a kid on just some random suburb, you know, I guess urban in a way too, from what we saw, it was very interesting seeing a little bit more of just what this kind of normalized planet looks like. We get a little bit of that, for example, in Andor, you know, seeing what kind of just like normalcy the mundane looks like in the Star Wars universe for just everyday people who aren't, you know, the heroes as we know them, you know, what life is like for day-to-day people. So we're getting this kind of amplifying that, that's adding on to it and broadening that. I would say this is a little bit of a suburb / urban setting, what we saw here, but, you know, for these kids who don't know life beyond that, and especially when you're being brought up in this system in which you literally take one aptitude test that dictates the rest of your life, like, that was interesting. But it makes you feel for these kids, because who the frick knows what the heck they want to do. It kind of pigeonholes them. Like, okay, however well you perform on this test, there's one random day in your little preteen life that's going to dictate the rest of the course of your career, you know, what your future is, and that's pretty much it. And it cements your place, your respective, you know, role in society here. Very interesting, the kind of, I don't want to say necessarily propaganda here, but, you know, the superintendent essentially coming in and explaining to all of them and reaffirming, yes, don't you want to be kind of helpful cogs in the machine of this, you know, whatever the system is on this planet, I guess, overarching goal to serve, you know, the New Republic and whatnot. But, you know, essentially coming in and preaching to all of them that that's all their lives will, you know, necessarily add up to. That's their biggest ambition, to just find their place that will help them serve the New Republic to the best of their ability, and then that's it. And then you're pretty much stuck in that line of work forever. It's like, okay, that's very daunting. So it's especially endearing, you know, to see Wim here dreaming about the Jedi. It feels like a very intimidating, this one test will determine the fate, you know, of your entire life for these kids in this galaxy. So this bunch, you know, the dynamic that has been brought together here, you have Neil, who's the do-good, you know, he's kind of like the, not teacher's pet necessarily, but he clearly has aspirations to succeed, and he's kind of like, you know, the goody two-shoes and whatnot, paired with, you know, Wim, you know, contrasted with Wim's ambitions and excitement about anything that has to do with not school. And then the two rebellious girls here, you know, who similarly, you know, I guess have, with your parent being the superintendent, you know, I keep saying superintendent, I forget her actual Star Wars Galaxy title, but when your parent, you know, is in charge of everything and expects the same of you, you know, for you to rise up the ranks. Similarly, as she was saying, you know, the people at the top, there's so few spots at the top. Imagine frickin' being raised with that rhetoric your entire life. So the dynamic of this group, you know, that has met up here, it will be interesting to see how they navigate whatever is in store for all of them. But they're all kind of all talk, you know, looking for adventure, looking for a little bit of some rebellion, but I think they're about to get way more than they've bargained for. But I really am enjoying this so far, and it's so wholesome to see the Star Wars universe, you know, through this new lens of normalcy, but as a child dreaming of something more exciting, more riveting, and hearing stories about, you know, the Jedi, which probably is so archaic. You know, it's kind of sad that everybody else like laughs at him in a way and kind of shames him as if that's like fantasy or that's like made up, that he's still so fixated on them and, you know, is constantly studying them and reading Jedi stories and whatnot. But even his dad's encouraging him, like, you're too old for this. Even the girls his own age, you know, Wim telling him to grow up. Like, it kind of shows the standing of the Jedi, I guess, in the societal lore here, like the way other people, I don't know, I guess maybe for kids, is it like nerdy if you're a kid here to like be, I don't know, inspired by the Jedi and like fixated on, you know, all of that, the Jedi Order and whatnot. Based on the way everybody else is kind of really patronizing Wim over it, it seems like it's you know, it's a figment of the past. It's like so far in the distant past that it's like fantastical. So, but in the grand scheme of the, you know, Star Wars timeline, it's not even, I guess, like I keep saying archaic, but the Jedi aren't that long gone. They've done a little bit to suggest and drop a few hints to kind of imply that, you know, this fixation with the Jedi that Wim has, like perhaps that's childish in a way. I don't know, it's really interesting to see. I feel bad. Everyone's dunking on him. I think he's gonna get the adventure that he's been thirsting for. And I do predict, I kept forgetting, I was like, whoa, wait, yes, this episode started with that whole sequence of the pirates and whatnot in the beginning, very much contrasting with the lighthearted nature that, you know, we pivoted to with the kids. But I think foreshadowing, obviously, that's the direction, unfortunately, the paths that they are about to cross. And so I am predicting that Jude Law's character is that masked captain that everyone's about to mutiny against, that where we left off in that opening sequence. And so I think he's going to be on the run, trying to be elusive in disguise, needs a ship. They're all going to freaking probably throw him overboard. And so I think that's where this is going. I think he's anything but a Jedi, but he will probably take advantage of the fact that they're young and ambitious and bright-eyed, looking at everything with rose-colored glasses right now of the fantasy of the lore of the Jedi. Like, this is their first time ever getting off their home planet. So I think he's going to recognize that and take advantage of it in order to try to get their ship. Like, this is a pretty nice ship that these kids found. So I'm curious if we're going to learn more about it. Whose it could have been, I have no idea. Well, thank you guys so very much for watching this. I'm gonna go right in. Apologies if this commentary was a little bit lackluster or brief. If I'm rushing through it, it's because I want to go watch the next episode. So I'll see you guys next up in episode 2. But until then, thank you so very much for watching. I will hopefully have these uploaded pretty back to back. So fear not, that should be, if not already uploaded soon. But thank you guys so much for watching this one. Let me know what you thought about this premiere episode. I'll catch you in the next one. But Star Wars is back, y'all. So may the Force be with you always, and I'll see you guys again very, very soon. Bye, guys.